Oh, hippie biker here. I'm at Rock City Harley-Davidson, and today I did something that is totally nuts. I traded off my Sportster. Yeah, sad day for me. But what I did do is traded it off for another older bike. In fact, it's a year older than the Sportster, but it looks really, really good. Let me turn this camera around. And right here is what I traded it for. It's a 2001 Wide Glide. And it looking pretty. And isn't that a pretty bike? It's in pretty decent shape for a 20-year-old bike. And mileage. Yes. Anyways, I'll conclude this with a ride on it a little bit later. But anyways, old hippie biker is pretty sad. I traded off my Sportster. And I'm out here at Lake Maumelle, and like I said, I traded off my Harley-Davidson XL 1200 Sportster Sports 2002 model, and bought me an older bike, but it's a 2001 FXDWG Wide Glide, and let's take a quick look at it. What we got here is a 2001 Wide Glide. It's twin cam, 88 twin cam, and it's 20 years old. You know, Wide Glides were first introduced back late 70s, early 80s. Forgot exactly when. I know the lowrider came out first back in like 78, and then a little bit later on the Wide Glide came out. They had 80 cubic inch shovel head motor, but this is 88 cubic inch twin cam, and it's basically stock. Looks pretty good, and some things it isn't stock. I don't know if you can notice in the reflection there, but it's got a high flow air cleaner. It's hidden behind that stock air cleaner cover. It's got some Python exhaust system. So basically, you know, it's not a Harley stage 1 setup, but you can consider that stage 1. And they previous owner put on all this extra chrome stuff, you know. That's a Harley-Davidson item. Same as that, matches the mirrors, and but the bike's been taken sort of care of. The paint, you know, it's looking pretty good. There's a little bit of scratches, but previous owner put a lot of extra chrome on it, and this is one of the reasons I don't like chrome accessories. If you look at that, how that didn't make it too long. A lot of this other chrome stuff did pretty well. Yeah, there's a little bit of pitting in that, but and I don't know if you can see that, but there's chrome don't look so good there. It had some caps on the end of there that, you know, they're accessory caps, and they look terrible. But this accessory chrome, you know, it's real thin chrome over aluminum usually, and it don't work so well. And let's see where they chromed this out. That didn't do so well. And you can tell on that. And of course, these little swing arm accessories, I gotta figure out how to take that off. I think I might have to take the wheel off. There's a bolt there. I took these bolts off here last night, but overall the bike looks pretty good. And like I said, you know, it's about what, 20,753 miles on it. Of course, I think 100 or so of those I put on it yesterday and stuff. It's a pretty clean bike. Of course, I'm going to start making it my own. There it is, my 2001 FXDWG Y-Glide. And we're going to go take it for a ride right now. I'm going to give you some impressions of it. Well, like I said, this is a twin cam 88, and if I remember right, this has got basically about 6 to 8 horsepower, which is kind of low for a bike this size, and 78 foot-pounds of torque. Now that's about 10 horsepower more than my Sportster did, about 10 foot-pounds of torque than my Sportster did, give or take. But because the Sportster is so much lighter and everything, it could outrun the twin cam 88. As later on, when Harley-Davidson jumped up a few more cubic inches and stuff, they finally could outrun the Sportster. The seat is really a lot softer than the Sportster, and I'm not a real big fan of ape hangers because these are mini apes and they keep your hands level, which it really isn't too bad. I don't know, on a long ride I'll have to judge that. I know when I had my Dyna switchback, it had mini apes, but they were a little bit shorter, about down to there. But I'll be able to live with that. I might seek out someone that's got a low rider that wants to put forward controls on it and swap him out though, because I would prefer to have mid controls, or maybe put a floorboard kit on this. We shall see. This seat's really soft. It looks like the stock seat, but I haven't took it off yet. It might be the Sundowner seat replacement, you know, the Sundowner that looks like the stock seat, but it's got more comfort, you know. And I'm gonna have to do some adjustments, some cleaning. I ordered myself a fly screen to put up here, just so to reflect the wind off my chest, well, especially off my neck. Because the wind on my chest isn't that bad. That tachometer sort of deflects a little bit, believe it or not. And but when I'm on the interstate speed, you know, the wind pressure on my neck, where it's getting flabby and everything, kind of hurts. And I know with the little dart fly screen, it'll take the wind off that area. You know? And this has got some good up and go. Just past that car like it was standing still. You know, jumped up there past 70, close to 80 real easy. Another thing that's kind of awkward for me on this is this wide glide front end at slow speeds feels heavy, but it's something I'll get used to because it's got more rake than my Sportster did, and I think I'm going to enjoy this bike. And of course, if I can another reason I wanted this bike too is if I can pick me up another sidecar, I need something that's got a little bit more torque than a little bit more weight too than the Sportster to put a sidecar on. You know, of course they got light sidecars, but and also the gas tank. This is a 5.1 gallon gas tank as compared to the fuel injection Dynas, which were only 4.7. And I don't know what the gas mileage is on this, but we shall see. Oh, I thought that was a cop up there. Had a little hiccup there. And now this, figure this bike is 20 years old, so it's only got, you know, basically about 1,000 miles a year put on it. But I actually believe it's set more in a carport covered up, and that's the reason some of the rust I see where it's at is there. And like I said, I'm not a fan of chrome accessories. You know, I like accent, you know, a little bit of chrome here and there, but I'm not really a big fan of it. One bike that I put some time on for a while that I can compare to is my Dyna switchback. That was a 2016 model, and it had the Screaming Eagle intake, even though it was still, you know, open high flow intake on it. And that 103 did have a lot more power. That's a no-brainer. I tell you what, the seat wasn't as comfortable as this one. It's a pretty comfortable seat on this switchback, and the riding position on the switchback I liked. But that's the only thing I can really compare it to. That's something I rode long term. And of course, you know, I test drove the Indian Chief, and of course, this doesn't compare to new modern high-powered fuel injection engine that the Thunderstroke is, or whatever they want to call it now. Anyways, my first impression, I give this bike a thumbs up. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun on it. If you like this video, hit like. Don't forget to share this video and subscribe. Let's ride on. Let's go enjoy our morning ride. Bye-bye.